Hi foodies, let's get right into it. First tip, try to find waxy potatoes. Waxy potatoes are not as starchy, which means they're going to hold their shape better. Next tip, you want to try to cut the potato into cubes that are similar in size and bite-sized pieces. Of course, they're not going to be the exact same, but try to make it as close as possible. So what I do is I cut the potato into 3 or into 2, then I cut it again, then I do the bite-sized pieces, okay? Some of them are going to be maybe a little smaller, but try to make most of them similar in size. So for this potato, I'm going to cut it in half, then cut it in 3, then cut it in the cubes. If you want to take it a step further, you could cut off the round edges, but that's extra work, okay? So if you don't want to, just do it this way, all right? Next tip, rinse the potatoes to get off any starch on the outside of it, okay? So just rinse it and drain it. Then to boil, you're going to start with room temperature or cold water, add salt and vinegar. You want to start with cold water because if you start with boiling water, what happens is the outside of the potato starts to cook quickly and the inside is taking longer. So then you end up having to boil longer in order to cook the inside, okay? My next tip is to do a dressing. So you've got mayonnaise, relish, Dijon mustard and yellow mustard. Then you've got some pepper, celery salt, paprika, garlic powder. I'll also add some vinegar, sugar, diced celery. This is optional, okay? Remember, you're eating the potato salad, so if you don't like celery, just leave it out. I'm also going to add some bell peppers and onions, red onions. So if you want to grate the onions, you can. This is finely diced, but grate it if you prefer. It's fine, okay? And the bell peppers are optional. I just like to have them in there. Whisk everything together and taste it. If it needs a little salt, add a little salt. If it needs more sugar, add more sugar, anything. Just make sure you taste it because you want to make sure this is ready instead of adding individual ingredients when you've had your potatoes added to the bowl, okay? Because then that's too much mixing. All right. Make sure you check on the potatoes because sometimes you'll get distracted and they get overcooked. You want them fork tender, but they should still hold their shape. Once the potatoes are cooked, drain them properly. You don't want any water in the salad. Then spread them out on a flat surface so they can cool easier. If you give them a quick rinse, sometimes they can get waterlogged, so it's safer not to rinse. Then mix them with the dressing. It is usually best to mix gently unless you're one of those people that, like your potato salad mashed. If you like it mashed, then fine, you don't have to be gentle. But I like the potatoes to still hold their shape somewhat, right? So I try to gently mix everything, then put it in a different bowl and garnish. Your garnish could be some chives or it could be the tops of some scallion or green onion. And that is it. That's pretty simple. You could put some cucumber slices around the salad if you wanted to, if you wanted to add some more garnish. But that is good to go. Or you can sprinkle on some paprika, just a little or a lot. And then you're going to let this sit in the fridge for at least an hour before serving. Always remember, potato salad is best when it sits and it marinates a bit in the fridge before serving. So give this a try for your holiday dinners or any dinner as a matter of fact. And let me know how you like it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.